The following events are being told with the utmost accuracy. Anyone who questions if this is how the story of Cinderella goes is clearly insane and needs to be admitted to a psychiatric ward immediately. Thank you and enjoy Cinderella Serena style. Hello everybody! Welcome to my stream! Hello! 7 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Starting the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish and wax and laundry and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 7:15, and so I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery, and I'll guitar and knit and cook, and basically just wonder when will my life begin. Then after lunch it's puzzles and dice and baking, paper mache, a bit of ballet and chess, pottery and ventriloquy, candle making. Then I'll stretch, baby sketch, take a climb, sew a dress, and I'll reread the books if I have time to spare. I'll paint the walls some more, I'm sure there's room somewhere. And then I'll brush and brush and brush and brush my hair, stuck in the same place I've always been. I'll keep wondering and wondering and wondering and wondering, when will my life begin? Tomorrow night, the lights will appear, just like they do on my birthday each year. What is it like out there where they glow? Now that I'm older, Mother might just let me go. Wow! Look at this sad little lady in the corner of your screen over here. She's depressed and a maid and how am I supposed to make her sad and pitiful? Oh, and fatherless. Yeah, she's very fatherless. Look at that little face. That's a fatherless maiden right there, right? I mean, look at what a hot mess she is. I mean, her sleeves are clipping through her arms, and her headband isn't even pinned correctly, and she just looks absolutely stupid, am I right? But anyways, she was born at a very young age. Bro, what is this script? I mean, born at a very young age, yes. That totally makes sense. Her mother passed away during birth, so naturally, Serena's father, like the player he is, decided, let's go find a new wife that is a significant downgrade from the last. Yeah, and then her dumb father died. Can you believe that? This guy dropped off his daughter and left. So, naturally, Serenella was left with her nasty stepmother. Nasty, nasty stepmother. I mean, look at her. She's gamer raging over here. Yeah. And then, naturally, with the stepmother, she was left with her nasty, nasty stepsisters. Except, the one over here in the corner over here, yeah, this one right here, she's actually not that nasty, but that's besides the point. But, essentially, Serenella over here was left to be their maid for most of her life. She did nothing but eat cold leftover pizza. And that was on a good night. Yeah, pretty sad. And, of course, as these stories have, they of course have a prince. A beautiful, amazing, handsome prince who totally isn't, also isn't Serena. Yeah, you know, just imagination, you know. And, there's the prince, and he's like, yo, I gotta find me a wife. And so the prince, naturally, he goes and he holds a ball. Because that's how speed dating works. Yes, is that, you know, a prince holds a ball and then he finds a bunch of ladies and he decides to date one of them. Yeah. And so when he's having this ball and, you know, the step witches over here, they decide, wow, man, I want to go to this ball and I want to raise up this prince and I want this prince to be, you know, I want to be his wife so I'm rich. And, you know, when Serena over here really wanted to go, of course, you know, the stepmother was like, no, actually you can't. So, the press, Serena was left at home, to a bunch of laughter and a bunch of chores. And so, naturally, you know, she can't really go to the ball because her step witches are stupid and mean. And so, naturally, Serenella, she's like, oh man, I really wish I could go to the ball. And she goes into the yard in her house, as one does when they're feeling sad. They go out into the porch and they go in their yard, and she looks around at all of her friends, which, by the way, it's of note that Cinderella is an awkward little shut-in, and so all of her friends were rats and other pests. Yeah, pretty depressing. But anyways, Serenella over here, she goes, oh, I gotta do my first version. Oh, how I am so lonely and sad. How I wish I could go to the ball. And so, naturally, you know, you gotta show up into the story. You gotta insert yourself into the story sometimes. And you gotta go, do you really want to go to the ball? Huh? Who goes there? I mean, do you want to or not? I mean, kind of, but like, who are you? Do you really want to question? Do you really want to question the random lady that just showed up into your yard? Yes? Well, don't. Because I'm about to be the best thing that's ever happened to you. Ma'am? I don't really swing that way. And, how are you even gonna get me to the ball in the first place? That's not what I... You know what? Never mind. Let me just show you. I got this. Step back and let me do my thing. Yep. Here we go.つまんないです散々ね責任が与える同人生 But me do 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 don't talk not magic I wanna be free that man free that The party ain't not started Hey taxi ちょっと順まで両親は音立てて夜せかす魔物よ人生は一瞬にして溶ける魔王それならばくなくて思い通りシャワーのシャワーに乗って Driving 足は大変人メイクアップわがままのマニマニくらむきについてじゃなくになしてダンシングさよならなるバイデントガンいつか関西クラブオーディエンス南のご賞は晴れビルイバウニンブームビルビルビルブーム Yeah こんがりがってもしょうがないからスチューするドントナイトビルディンバウニンブームバンビルビルビルブーム Yeah 今夜に明日ならない Love you なんてなんかちでしょう Chad, I'm not a rap idol でダンスないなりもどんな問題か一つ学習世界の確かにも愛想本当出しないそうなんてどの世界は限界の気配がしてだったらジャンピンジャンピンなマスクジャンピンジャンピンアウト Titty bang bang, titty bang bang, giddy duck dang, giddy duck duck dang, giddy back hands, give me that time. Downstairs is in mouth guy, and man, giddy down, tick cheese down, chow, tick down, chow, da da da, bitch, we can dash that, give me that time. Don't they, yeah. Bibbidi bobbidi boom bum, biddy 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 boom bum, yay! A shiny body driving, I see with die hands in makeup, bang a man, money, get on bikini chitty, so that can do not dancing, sign on a goodbye date token, it's got I could have audience, phenomena, go show my honey, bibbidi bobbidi boom bum, biddy 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 boom bum, yeah! Con gare at them, show good night, get us choosing on tonight. Bibbidi bobbidi boom bum, biddy 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 boom bum, yeah! Con yani as not tonight, let me show you nothing on the gachi this show. And so Serena went to the ball. Yeah, that sounds super cool. Yeah, totally, yeah. Oh my god! That was crazy! This is like a drug trip. Yeah, like a drug trip. But it's actually real, right? Yeah, I'm actually here, right? Yeah, I'm totally here. And oh wait, this is the wrong outfit. Wrong outfit. This is the right outfit. Yeah, I'm totally here. Anyways, I'm totally here, right? That's like real. Yeah, I'm here, and yeah.
Oh, I gotta do my guy voice.
Who you talking to, sweet stuff? Nothing. I just wanted to say you're really pretty. Thanks, baby. Asterix, insert epic pockets here. Asterix. You're certainly very flattering. I've never quite heard of someone with such a rich vocabulary before. Wow, you sure are the hottest guy I could ever ask for.
Hey, that's what I like to hear, baby girl. What's your name, BT Dubs?
Well, my name, oh, flippity! I gotta go fast! Oh, shoot! Oh my god, I gotta go! Bye! And so, Serena ran from the ball like an idiot! Imagine not knowing how to tell time. I mean, couldn't be me. Anyways, she's about to make a crucial decision. The most crucial ever. He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He'd spread pitch on the stairs, and I'm caught unawares. Well, that means that he cares. This is more than just malice, but I stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. Alright, what do you want? Have to make a decision. Would I stay and be caught? What would give that a thought? What would be his response? But what if he knew who I am, but I know I'm not what he thinks that he wants? But what if I am what a prince would envision? But how can you know who you are? Do you know what you want? Which I don't, so then what do you pick when you're safe out of sight in yourself, but where everything's wrong? Or if everything's right, but you know that you'll never belong? And whichever you pick, do it quick, cause you're starting to stick at the steps of the palace. It's my first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and all, but once you're there, though, it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but I've stalled long enough, cause I'm still standing stuck on the stuff, on the steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Not home, they don't care, I'll be better off there, where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So I'll pry up my shoes. Wait, though, thinking it through. Things don't have to collide. I know what my decision is, which is not to decide. I'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe. And I'll see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you, who's stuck with a shoe, in the stew, in the goo. And I've learned something too, what's the something I never knew. On the steps of the palace. And so, naturally, Serena ran away. She left her shoe and fled. And of course, Prince Charming, more like Prince Cringing, found it. And so he decided that in the morning they would go house to house trying to find out whose shoe it was. Does this man not understand how shoes work? I mean, anyways, remember those dumb step witches? Yes, them. Well, they saw the prince arriving a few houses down, and so they figured out pretty quickly that this man's was looking for a new wife. And so, naturally, they decided to lock Serenella in her room. Yeah, pretty evil, man. Pretty evil. And so, they wanted their chances to be the best. They decided that it was time to be pretty bloody. Yeah, they decided to cut off one of their big toes. Yeah, she decided to cut off the mean sister over here. Yeah, they decided to cut off her toe, so that her foot would definitely fit in the shoe for sure. Yeah, and she was like, "Ah, my foot! It hurts! Ah!" But you know, that's the price of beauty. That's definitely the price of beauty. But this isn't exactly the best example of motherly love. You know, it is what it is. But anyways, the prince, he arrives. The prince arrives, yeah. The prince arrives. And there's not enough space on the screen, but you know it's gonna work. Hello! We are here to find the mysterious maiden who left her shoe at the ball last night. Could you bring all of the women who live in this household out? Why, of course! That is just me and my 2 daughters. Are you sure? That kind of sounds kind of sus, man. Why would I lie to you? I mean, do me! Check me first! And so, naturally, the step witches try on the shoe. First the mother, way too big. Then the nice stepsister over here, her foot is way too small. And so, the next one, the mean stepsister, decides to go. But before he does so, the prince asks once more, "Are you absolutely certain that no one else lives here? Lol, XD." And so, while they're doing that, the nice sister over here decides that it's time, enough is enough, and she decides this isn't working out. And so she runs upstairs, and she decides to try and break Serenella out of the room. And so they rush down the stairs, and they see a horrific sight. Yeah, they see horrible things. What they see is the prince. He goes, "What the heck? It's a perfect fit." Of course it's a perfect fit. I'm just like so sexy. Now kiss me. But you don't seem right, like at all. Like, what the skibbity? Nice sister goes, "Here, there's one more person who has to try it on." And Serenella, as she is, she goes, "Skibbity Riz?" Asterisk, gasp, exclamation mark, asterisk. "You witches lied to me! Come here, fair maiden. Allow me to try the shoe on your foot." And of course, the prince tried the heel on Serenella's foot. And since luckily she's the only one with size 5 shoes in the entire town, it's a perfect fit. Gasp! Asterisk! Gasp! Exclamation mark times 2! Asterisk! It's you! My skibbity riz maiden! Please, maiden! Please be my princess! Gasp! Also gasp! I don't know, man. Sounds kinda sus. What do you mean, sounds kinda sus? What do you mean, my skibbity alpha riz maiden? And so naturally, the next move here is obviously they break out into song, as this is how it works. Yes, they break out into song, and yeah, that's how the story goes. Yeah.
You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide. You know you want me, so don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards, and fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars, say you were made to be mine? Nothing can keep us apart. You'll be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we
Everyone give it up
get
to pre-recorded
be.
Serena.
So why don't we rewrite the stars? Maybe the world could be ours tonight. You think it's easy? You think I don't wanna run to you? But there are mountains, and there are doors that we can't walk through. I know you're wondering why, because we're able to be just you and me within these walls. But when we go outside, you're gonna wake up and see that it was hopeless after all. No one can rewrite the stars. How can you say you'll be mine? Everything keeps us apart, 'cause you are the one that was meant to find. It's not up to you, it's not up to me. When everyone
I try to hide, but I can't have you. We're bound to break and our hands are tied.
Okay, but like, hear me out, Pookie Bear. Yeah, hear me out, Skibbity Riz Pookie Bear. My Sigma Alpha baby girl. Skibbity Ohio Riz?
Fine. I guess when we're rich, we don't have to worry about my step witches. So, it's probably fine. Yeah, it's not like we live in a society or anything, you know? We definitely don't live in a society where we need to worry about things like this, right? And so, Serena and Prince Cringing lived happily ever after. Yeah, kind of gross. I think there's supposed to be like a cute moral of the story here or something like that. Yeah, I didn't prepare one of those. So, we're just going to pull out another random weeb duet love song. Yeah, that's fine, right? After that, I'll be passing things on to our next storyteller, the amazing, talented Tomoe Carmine. So stay till the end for a raid into another amazing story. Please stay till the end of the relay for Tuka's birthday. Out of character real quick. Go support them, they're super cool. Yeah, anyways, cute love song. Go, yeah, go. Oh, that's done. Wait, I don't have prepared for this. Wait, oh! 私ずっとあなたを見てた孤独を置いてきたみたい今宵月も笑いかけてるこっちを向いて Oh fly to the stars I'm gonna be honest, I forget how the harmonies go. Here you go! 二人の鼓動重ね合わせてたまに不安になるだって Thank you so much for coming, everybody! I hope you all enjoyed another 4 a.m. creation. Please stick to the raid and stick to the relay. Thank you so much for Toka for inviting me, of course. And please go stick to the raid till the end, and you'll see all of Toka's hard work for her birthday. Please go support her. And next up is Tomoe. Please go support her too. She's amazing and talented.